be alive. The New York Jets have signed Dalvin Cook, and all is well in the world as we know it. We've got major news in the NFL. Free agent running back Dalvin Cook will sign a one-year deal with the Jets. He's 28 years old. The deal can be worth up to $8.6 million this season. And just moments after the deal was made public, the New York Jets, speaking for literally everyone, posted this to their social media account. Those two bald men are Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas, their head coach and their general manager. They are, respectively, the second and third happiest people in the world right now. You're looking at number one. So here we go. Kmart. All this time I've been hearing about the Dolphins. I've been hearing about the Patriots. How did the Jets land Dalvin Cook?
Greeny, Harry, let this be a lesson to everybody out there. When you want somebody, you gotta play it cool. You gotta let them know, hey, me and you, we could be a stellar team. We could do big things together. But I'm gonna let you take your time and decide, but just know I'm here. I'm waiting. But it also helps that Aaron Rodgers literally gave back money for them to, like, that's really the issue.
That's right.
The Jets made it clear, we want you, Dalvin. You could do big things. But Aaron Rodgers, not just vocally saying, I want Dalvin Cook and making it clear to Dalvin he wants him, but also the big gesture of giving back money to say, we have an opportunity to do big things, but we need to clear up cap space. Let me help you, which was pretty big of Aaron.
So you're telling me that the reason Dalvin Cook is a Jet today can be summed up in two words, and those words are Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
The Miami Dolphins didn't get Dalvin Cook, and you have to know by now, I am quite happy about that. I have stated a number of times, character counts, and any man that does this to a woman doesn't have the type of character I want in my locker room. But let me address the gnashing of teeth that's going on in many Dolphins fan circles today. Now let's assume that indeed the Miami Dolphins did want to sign Dalvin Cook. Kimberly Martin in that segment said it perfectly. The Dolphins didn't court Dalvin Cook. The New York Jets rolled out the red carpet. They gave him a tour of the facilities. They filmed the entire tour. They put it on social media. He attended practice. They gave him complete access. The fans were there screaming for him. Miami Dolphins didn't do any of that as far as we know. I didn't see any tour around the Hard Rock. I didn't see him invited to any practice. I didn't see any social media posts by the team about them wanting to have Dalvin Cook. They were completely silent, absent some vague answer that Mike McDaniel gave at a presser. If we're to assume that the Miami Dolphins actually wanted Dalvin Cook, you have to wonder why there was no courting. Like Kimberly said in that segment, you gotta make somebody feel wanted. You know, I asked out my wife 30 years ago on a date. I took her to a nice place for dinner. I gave her gifts. We did all kinds of things together. I showed her that I cared. I earned her respect. I earned her mutual admiration. And then, of course, we got married, and 30 years later, here we are. Where was that courtship, that public courtship between the Miami Dolphins and Dalvin Cook? Secondly, and this is really important, the star of the New York Jets, the new star of the New York Jets, quarterback Aaron Rodgers, gave up $35 million so that the New York Jets could sign Dalvin Cook and have additional cap space. And we're supposed to believe that the Miami Dolphins fell $2 or $3 million short of landing Dalvin Cook. Where were all the vets on the Miami Dolphins willing to give up $2, $3, or $4 million? There were none? Are you telling me Tyreek couldn't have been restructured to give $3 million to help sign Dalvin Cook? You're telling me that Teron Armstead couldn't give $2 or $3 million back to the team to help sign Dalvin Cook? Did the Miami Dolphins organization even ask any of their star players to kick some money back? Hey guys, we're a little bit short right now. We'd love to bring Dalvin Cook in, but we don't have enough cash. And you guys want to kick in like Aaron Rodgers did? Nope. Oh, okay. I don't think those conversations ever happened. So you have to ask yourself at this point, with no public courtship, none whatsoever, and with no player, none, not one player on the team being willing or even being asked to give up some money to help sign Dalvin Cook, did the Miami Dolphins even want Dalvin Cook on the team. I know the fans did. We saw those tweets everywhere. We saw everybody screaming about, let Cook cook. Chris Greer's cooking. But did the team really want Dalvin Cook? I believe the answer is no. I think it was all a fan's fantasy. You see, just about every single pundit, whether ESPN or Fox Sports, said that Dalvin Cook was supposed to be the key to the Miami Dolphins season. Why isn't he here? Listen right here to what Emmanuel Acho said last night after the New York Jets signed Dalvin Cook.
The missing piece to the Jets Super Bowl may have just been acquired. Dalvin Cook, 4-time Pro Bowler, 4 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons, headed to the Jets apparently for $8.6 million on a 1-year deal. Why is this hugely important? You got Aaron Rodgers. But remember, Aaron Rodgers showed his commitment 2 weeks ago when he gave back $35 million to the Jets organization. $35 million. Garrett Wilson on the outside, Rookie of the Year last year. Breece Hall's a stud running back, but now he has time to recover from his injury. And Allen Lazard, Randall Cobb, defensively, top 4 defense in football last year. Top 4 America. Last time Rodgers had a top 5 defense, he won a Super Bowl. I'm not saying they will win a Super Bowl, but if they are going to, you needed Dalvin Cook. Cook, Rodgers, Wilson, plus that defense. Come on now. Come on now. I love it.
Could he have not made that exact same video about the Dolphins had the Dolphins signed Dalvin Cook? Of course he could have. So if everyone, and I do mean just about everyone, believed that Dalvin Cook was an integral part of the Miami Dolphins Super Bowl recipe, little pun there, why did he sign with the New York Jets instead of the Miami Dolphins? So then you have to ask yourself, why did Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel fail so badly in getting Dalvin Cook signed with the Miami Dolphins? I believe there are only 2 answers to that question. 1, Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel are inept, completely inept in running this team. But I don't believe that. So the other answer is they never really wanted to sign Dalvin Cook. Those are your 2 answers. It couldn't be about money. There's no way they let this guy walk for a couple $1 million. They would have found it. They obviously, hey, if he signs, fine. If he doesn't, yeah, we're fine there too. They weren't all in on Dalvin Cook. If you want to date the pretty girl, you got to make her feel wanted and you got to make her feel special. Just maybe, the Miami Dolphins weren't all that interested in Dalvin Cook. And could this be the reason why? In any event, Dalvin Cook is now a New York Jet. Just going to have to deal with it. If you'd like to join me tonight, it is a Tuesday. I'll be going live at 7 o'clock p.m. Just click the button, tile right here to be notified. Talk to you soon. Let me know what you think about the Dolphins missing out on Dalvin Cook.
Is anybody catching on to this Barry guy?